Hello, everyone. Hopefully this stream doesn't also bomb like the last 2 or 3. I'm trying to work on it. Hello, everyone. Hey, Baha. Hey, Mecha Missionary. Hopefully everyone else rejoins. I had people and then they left. They're gone. They went boom. Climax jump. Okay, just going over it. If you guys weren't here, we're looking at some Myth pictures, and then we're going straight into... Never mind. Some videos. There's one from Film Farm Studios for sure, and Brennan Meija that he recently uploaded. I have a few from Brennan, so it just depends. I saw that you love me, Baha, and it touched me. I can't believe you love me. Da 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 ba ba da. Climax. Do 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 do. Bow bow. Jump. Who is the rest of Gavin from episode 21? We are all asking the same question. I thought it was just because I'm not caught up on Gavin and I just skipped forward to that episode. But no, they just spawned 4 new repaints. It's even more than they randomly had before in episode 1. But they just respawned a brand new bunch. And I guess we just have to accept it. And the show only has like 3 episodes left. Why is Achilles black now? I don't know. Ask him. He was just here. Maybe he left. I don't know. Ba, 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 ba. Also, YouTube and Kick should be up now. I'm pretty sure I fixed all the issues. We should be good, guys. Climax jump. Meija, pow. Okay, so first up, we have Brennan Meija morphing every 96 Ranger Power Ranger backwards. He does this thing where he just talks backwards and he can say everything backwards. It's really cool, really tripping. I don't know how he does it. I think he also did it on iCarly, which is also cool. But let's get into it. Let's see. Do my scenes work? Do my scenes work? I scuffed it. Is this one working? Let's see. This other one. Everybody say do. Uh-oh. Is that... No, my scenes are so scuffed. Okay. Play, Brennan.
What's going on, everyone? Brennan Meija here. The
Hey!
Power Rangers Dino Charge.
My goat from Dino Charge.
The 6th Ranger morphs from the 90s backwards. Let's get into it. First 6th Ranger is the Green Ranger Tommy. May he rest in peace, JDF. Thank you for your performance and for all the inspiration you have done for the masses, myself included.
It's morphing time! Dragon Sword! I guess he's gonna say Dragon Sword backwards. Oh yeah, has anyone seen the Legend of the White Dragon stuff coming out? There was a trailer released recently and everything. You abandoned a call with your friends. Oh no. There's such a high bar now. Okay, we'll check out the Legend of the White Dragon trailer.
Dragon Sword.
Wait. He did effects!
Damn
That's cool.
Draws no guard.
Hip wop one way. Ragged wop.
Coin. What are you?
Interesting.
Tiger.
Hello, Gabriel. And Genba, I see you're back.
All right, the next
And Yasmin.
Ranger is also Tommy, but now he's the White Ranger instead of green.
It's morphin' time.
White Tiger Zord.
Take it up with the Super Sentai, which is the source material.
Ayo!
Why they changed the suit, I don't know. It's cool, more toys, all the things.
Oh yeah, Kiba Ranger was a kid in Die Ranger.
The White Tiger Zord running up my stairs.
It was cool. I loved Die Ranger.
Tiger Zord.
I don't know. Discord servers are hard, and the more I join,
Voice crack.
the more I don't want a Discord server. To be fair.
I've done
Okay, Brennan, you got this.
Hit from a mitt.
Ninja hit one net. Right, rubbed it.
Let's do it, guys. Right.
Did I do it?
So now we're doing the 6th Ranger morph from the Ivan Ooze movie. Forward first.
Is it different?
Morphin' time. White Tiger.
Also, it's cool that he has all these morphers.
It's morphin' time.
Also, I could probably just do a video like this and completely scam you guys. Because let's be fair. Who really knows if this is what it is backwards? We might have to slow it down and reverse the reversed one, the backwards one. Yeah, it's Brennan, the Dino Charge Red Ranger and Dino Supercharge Red Ranger.
This says White Ranger power, if I'm correct. It's morphin' time. White Ranger power. Then backwards.
It is cool that he has the effects.
We're doing
Ragnar Ruab!
Yeah, I don't know what year we're in right
Yeah,
now.
I just wanted to do this video to be fair. That I just wanted to laugh at these, bro, because it sounds so weird saying it backwards.
I just wanted to throw out that distinction because the first one's weird.
We're gonna throw in, because we forgot to do it before, Ninja Ranger power.
Ninja power now.
Or the Ninjetti!
And this is Ninja Ranger power.
This?
This is Ninja Ranger power.
Wait, so you go like this, Ninja Ranger power, this.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay, whatever. Is this still
That
fun?
it? That he did?
Still,
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're still.
Bro, Tommy has a
So I
million.
learned this morph-ish forward first. So I'm doing it right. There's no morphord, but there's this weird like heavy metal rock thing with your antler hands. So like Ninja Ranger power. Ha! Is that right? Yeah. All right. Okay, then backwards. I guess.
Ah!
Adnit Ragnar Ruop. Ha!
Ragnar Ruop.
Get it.
Sounds like he's saying like Ragnarok. Thor. It fell! The power's too strong. It's too strong with him. Hello, rabbits! The Aquatar Rangers don't have
Next
one.
one isn't actually a 6 Ranger. We just forgot to do it when I did the 90s morphs backwards the first time, which was
Oh, that
Aquatar
makes sense
Rangers.
then.
So we're doing it now. As
To
a
be fair,
bonus.
everyone forgets the Aquatar Rangers. Like, whoever goes through and says, oh yeah, the Aquatar Rangers. Those guys are my favorite Rangers. Absolutely no one says that.
All right, it's morphin' time. We need Aquatar Ranger power now. Ha! Now we're gonna say that backwards.
Cool graphic.
Udin, Ratiuka, Ragnar Ruop.
You love your fish-headed Rangers?
Ha! That was
Kaku
one of the
Ranger
words
is
there were.
so
I was like-
peak.
I said Ranger
And it's
power.
crazy how
Yeah,
they
say
took
now.
one of the best
Which is
Sentais
Like,
and
I
just
won.
throw it
Now
in
it's
this
spelled NOW,
extra
which is
season.
WON, backwards.
Just to bridge
You're
the gap.
welcome.
It's morphin' time.
Jason. Gold Ranger or the Black Ranger? We gotta settle the debate. Dark Barcode Warrior. Hey, what's up, man?
Next, we're moving on to the Zeo team. I'm not doing the full
He
choreo,
switched.
just like a casual cosplay Sunday of it.
See
Gold hand
you.
motions. Wait, did he say 6? Gold Ranger power. Lord
Lord
Ragnar Ruop.
Ragnar Ruop.
Turbo.
Shift into turbo.
Ew, Jason.
But not really, because they're
Blakey!
are like
He still
always
loves me.
morphed, so they don't do a morph. So there's not really a morph to do. Okay, so instead I'll say turbo.
The suits are really good.
just playing.
Like, if you
They don't
just
morph.
want
I'll
a
say that
small
backwards.
preview of
Oh,
Kaku
right.
Ranger,
to set
You can
video,
look at the
go ahead,
episode in
set off.
Gozyuger where the Red Ranger Sasuke came back. Zane, let's rock it. That's Hawk's favorite. Yeah, back-to-back
Next,
favorites for
jump
Hawk.
into In Space.
Blake
You better
Foster
jump
and
really
knows
high to
Zane.
get there. Get it? 'Cause it's
But
in space. Anyway,
one
Silver
isn't
Ranger,
favorite?
So he says, let's rock
In a way.
it, and then he does like this pose. So forward, he's like, let's rock it, and then
What's with this part of the morphing sequence? Did anyone ever read this on the show? Seriously, go back. I don't think I did. You know what? I used to hyper fixate on these things as a kid. I probably read through all of it, wrote it down, and tried to recreate it somehow. Anyways.
he like types, but I don't have a silver morpher, but I have a silver energem, so we're gonna use that instead. So
Energem. I wonder why he has
beep
that.
beep beep. It's for you. Just kidding. Get it? Cause it's like a phone. Anywho, all right. Now I'll do it backwards.
Wow,
Still,
wow,
tech
wow, wow,
Peep peep peep. Stay
wow.
off you.
In
Except
space,
just for
the
you
peak
bastards.
season.
Next morph.
Galaxy. The Magna Defender before he, well, after he lost his aura.
This is unbelievable.
Wow.
All right, so now we've made it to the last six Ranger morph of the 90s. Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. They have this thing called the Quasar Saber. I don't own
Hit
the
him
Quasar
with the
Saber, but I
power.
own a
Power
Dino Saber
Rangers.
from Dino Charge, so I'll use this
You
instead.
thought who was hot?
His morph is not very long, at least with
The
words,
Magna
he just says
Defender
Magna power.
or Brennan?
So forward.
Because Brennan, very
throws his
valid.
sword, and he's like, Magna power,
Very
and then
strong,
he
very
does this whole thing with,
athletic.
like 2 wrist morphers, and then he catches a sword, and then he's like, yeah, and then he goes like, ha, and then like explodes, right? So backwards, Magna
The
power.
effects are killing
Throw
me.
sword,
It's like the
zoom
editor
out,
just
and get
slowly
Catch,
stopped giving it less
explosion,
attention.
or Noise explosion
Stop
backwards.
giving it attention.
There you have
Both.
it. That's all the 90s morphs.
You liked
if
both
you
of
guys want
them.
to see other morphs I've already done backwards that were not 6 Ranger morphs, click here to watch this video, and may the power protect you. Ah!
Ah! Anyways, that was Brennan Meija teaching us how to do 96 Ranger morphs backwards. My feet is crazy.
You know that show, The Power Rangers?
Okay, for this next one, we have an interesting video from Ray William Johnson. Hey, Josie Pilzovic. Hopefully I said that right. Weird how he uses the aura changer after he throws the sword. Yeah, they just reused it from Die Ranger because they only took White Ranger Tommy and he still used the Dino Buckler from Zero Ranger, so they had nothing to do with the Die Ranger one. Arctic. Hey, Adam, what's up? Hello. Oh, yeah, Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, it was peak. Anyways. Now we have The Green Ranger is in prison for this by Ray William Johnson. Let's check it out. Pretty sure it's actually the suit actor that's in jail. Not any of the Green Rangers. But this is something people will mess up a lot. Oh, sorry guys. Still a little sick. Let's see, I keep losing chat. You are my new favorite streamer. Thank you. Until tomorrow, then everyone goes back to Hawk, including me. He went on vacation and left me alone in the basement with nothing to do, so I figured, why not? Okay, I made a new thing. Look. Look. New thing. This whole time, I completely forgot to record. Okay. The Green Ranger is in prison for this by Ray William Johnson. This isn't actually any of the Green Rangers you guys would know, like Burai from Zero Ranger or Tommy JDF, rest in peace, from Power Rangers. So this is actually a Japanese suit actor that he's going to be talking about. So let's get into it. Let's dig in.
You know that show, The Power Rangers? Well, let me tell you what people are accusing the Green Ranger of. Now, the story starts with this guy, Yasutomo. And Yasutomo is 27 years old when all this begins. And he's
compass
living
artist.
in Japan, and Yasutomo has a really cool job. He works as a stuntman in a bunch of popular Japanese superhero-type action TV shows, like Tenso
Just
Sentai
random
Goseiger
Goseiger footage.
and Kamen Rider O's. So he's doing like all the
Oh!
hard flips and high falls and
And
complicated
it's really
fight
cool hearing
choreography
Red talk
so that
about
the main actors
stuff
don't
like
have
this.
to. But one day in 2009,
Such a big creator.
all that changes for him. Because Yasutomo is on set and he's working, probably doing
Just
some sort of
PNGs
stunt,
flying around.
and suddenly, kaboom, he injures his knee. And this is not like a minor knee
flagrant
injury.
fall.
This is actually pretty bad. Now,
Bro, it would suck if my whole job was being a suit actor and I got an injury. I can't do any stunts or anything, and it will probably affect his work even after it heals. Sucks. Yeah, he pronounced it right. It isn't like, you see all the AI channels, they say common writer. Even in subtitles, it's common writer. And it's Kamen Rider. You see, he actually did his research. That's why he's the GOAT.
he's hoping that he can recover and get
I can
back
be
to work
Gavin
at some
Luminous.
point. But
No, I can never replace the GOATs that make my GOATs, Kiki and Koto, look so good. Also, I have a problem with this show, because why wasn't Koto Gavin for longer? Or she could stay a Gavin and Luminous also, Kiki, also come back as a Gavin. And it was wrong video for this.
unfortunately, over time, it becomes clear that his knee is never going to return to normal and he's never going to fully recover. And this,
is
sadly,
tough.
ends his career as a stuntman. And Yasutomo is devastated by
beautiful.
this. I mean, working in TV
Imagine
is
he
his
just
whole...
takes off, the Gavin Luminous suit actor takes off the helmet, and it's a random black guy. I would laugh. It would be funny.
life. It's all he's ever done, and now he doesn't know what he's gonna do.
You ain't my daddy? Nah, but I'm doing the lady. Peak. Cinema. I wish.
So he starts thinking, oh, maybe I could just act. You know, like stop being a stuntman and transition into being a regular on-screen actor. I mean, maybe he could even be a big...
Has any suit actors from Sentai or Rider done that? Successfully transition from suit actor to actual actor. I think the OG suit actor from like the original Kamen Rider or whatever came back in Gozyuger and he became Universal Lupin Red. If it's a reference to a song he made. You ain't my daddy, nah, but I'm your mom. Interesting. I don't know. I know Ray was around for a while, but keep in mind, I'm young. I don't know the lore.
star. Why not? I mean, he's tall, he's good looking. So he starts going on auditions and taking
Zetsu's
acting
suit actor
classes and doing
became
whatever he
Omega.
can to improve his
He was
acting.
in Omega.
And this goes on for a while. But at the end of it all, he's not getting cast in a lot of things. I mean, he has a good acting resume, but it's all stunt work, and no one recognizes his face because he wore a suit
True.
and a helmet and all.
I mean, we were just looking at a Brennan video, and
those-
Brennan, he's actually doing stunt work now for, I think, NCIS and a ton of other big shows, which is actually really cool. But imagine if he didn't make the switch from acting in like Supergirl and iCarly and Power Rangers. Imagine he just came from a stuntman and then tried to get roles like that. I assume it would be much harder. Kenny Q-Man? I do not know what that is. I'm so sorry.
Stunt work, and no one recognizes his face because he wore a suit
No, I
and a
don't have
helmet in all those
COVID.
action
No.
shows he was in, so you can't actually see his face on screen. So because of that, he's not really
I'm just
working. He's not
sick.
getting any
I was
acting
sick for
gigs, and he's
almost
having
a
trouble
week.
paying his bills, and the cost of acting classes is adding up. And so over time, he starts
That's
going
sad.
broke. So Yasutomo
Your
has to
chat,
come
lock
up
in.
with a
Lock
plan.
in on the
Why
story.
not just break into people's houses and steal the money he needs? And so he gets to work on this plan. And he goes to a local
he
park
can't
and
suit
he
act.
starts
But he can steal. Crazy how it works. And he uses his suit acting training to steal. You know, this also reminds me of another Sentai actor. And I can't even throw shit in peace. Yeah, Gokai Silver or whatever. Austin St. John or whatever. You ruined it! BRB, I need water. And we're back. Sorry, I almost died.
training for this. Because he knows he's gonna need to like scale some walls and telephone poles and stuff to be able to break into.
Oh yeah, Adam, I made my own Toku series called Masked Heroes. They have 5 installments so far. Send it to me. My email is in my YouTube bio. Send it. Yes, I am hydrated.
Some of these people's houses. And he trains for a while, and like people see him out there training all the time. Like, what's that guy doing? Then, when he's not at the park training, he starts cruising around town on his bike. Mostly through the rich neighborhoods, trying to figure out which areas have empty houses to steal from and the best ways to get into these
So right now
houses
he's
without
kissing
anyone
them.
seeing him. And at one point, he finally finds a place to break into. And no one appears to be home, but obviously Yasutomo can't just walk through the front door. So he starts using his expert ninja-like stuntman skills to parkour his way up the side of the house until he finds an unlocked
Stunt
door
actor,
or window.
dang
to
it!
get
He
in.
does his own
Then,
stunts.
once he's inside, he moves through the house fast. He grabs any cash that he can find, or jewelry, or anything small,
He
and
just walks in, no helmet, no mask, no anything. Imagine he actually thought that this happens in sets. Yeah, it does. The cops. Imagine he thought he was using reverse psychology and he was like, I'm usually in a mask. And people might recognize me in a mask. So if I don't wear a mask, they don't know my face. They can't find me.
valuable that he can stuff into a bag or carry.
Dumb, but it
Then
might
he
work.
casually leaves. So his plan worked. Yasutomo was able to rob someone's house, no one noticed him, no one suspected him, and now he has a little money to pay his bills and for like his acting classes and stuff. And since that
Hello,
worked so well,
Rigad.
he decides, I'm gonna do it again. So
Just
he does it
broken
again.
in
He rides his
full
bike
Power
around the
Ranger
rich
suit.
neighborhoods. He finds another place with no one home. He uses
Like,
his
hello,
stuntman
it's
skills
morphing
to get up
time.
to the
I'm
second
gonna rob
floor,
you.
And he enters through a balcony, and he takes whatever he wants, and he leaves. And he does this over and over and over again. Now, because of the amount of houses he's stolen
went on a
from,
full,
the local
like,
police
street.
are all over this case. They start investigating.
my day?
And
Pretty
pretty
good.
quickly, they realize they're dealing with a serial burglar. So they start interviewing people around town and asking them if they've seen anything suspicious in the area lately. And it turns out that a lot of people
It's
start
robbing
reporting
time.
a tall, good-looking
Ah!
man, like out on the prowl.
Shelter Zord.
But that doesn't really narrow it down. Police can't just go and arrest every tall, handsome man they see, so they keep
I
looking.
do this at my grandma's
Meanwhile,
house.
Yasutomo has actually
is
stepped
bad.
up his burglary game by a lot. Like, he's not just climbing telephone poles
This
or
is the
trees
greed
now
that's
to reach the
explained in
second floor.
Oz.
He's climbing up the outer walls of these houses and
Greed!
buildings, using nothing but his fingers to grip the tiny spaces on the walls to lift himself
Happy
up.
birthday,
And this becomes
rubber!
his go-to way of stealing from people's homes. And police, who still haven't caught him yet, they end up nicknaming him the Spider-Man Thief. Because, you know, he
The
can climb walls
Spider-Man
without
Thief?
any
That is also interesting because it also ties in with Toei Spider-Man. Interesting.
rules. So Yasutomo keeps going, keeps breaking into houses for several more months. In total, he breaks into 43 different places.
43?
And he steals
Dang, that's a
over
lot.
8 million Japanese yen worth of cash and other
8
items.
million is
which
roughly...
is the equivalent of like 77,000 US dollars
Oh,
in
you did it.
2014. So at this point, this becomes like a full-time job for him. And it's not clear he's
Still
ever
pretty
going to
good
get
money.
caught.
Like,
Now,
that's a
here's
yearly
where the
salary.
Green Ranger of it all comes in. I told you that Yasutomo was a stuntman in a bunch of popular Japanese action-type TV shows like Tenso Sentai Goseiger and Kamen Rider O's. Well,
Did he say-
Tenso Sentai
Hold up. He did say Tensou Sentai Goseiger, right, all the times, but...
Sentai Goseiger and Kamen Rider O's.
Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider O's. I guess with Anka and Eiji. Never mind. Happy birthday!
Well, Tenso Sentai Goseiger was actually later imported to the US as what you might know as Power Rangers
Goober.
Megaforce. Now, the American versions of
Oh
these Power
no. Oh no. Megaforce mentioned. Ooh. Kamen Rider Olds. Kamen Rider Olds. Kamen Rider Olds. Yeah, you guys get it. You guys get it? How did I get into SU? By being so good at streaming? I couldn't. I just gotten banned. It wasn't an official ban, but they told me, Adam, if you stream, you're gonna break the internet. So you just can't. Super Megaforce better. Oh, I loved Megaforce. Megaforce, it wasn't that bad. But the hype is not as good. It was overhyped with the big anniversary stuff and everything.
Ranger shows, they use different actors than the Japanese.
Look, it's Gia and Emily, and Jake and Noah and Troy and Robo Knight. You have a mission to fulfill. Bro, my voice is shot and I do that. Anyways, I just had to.
Versions. But they actually will often use the same.
So you will meet Kai, who told you I haven't met him before. Yeah, shoot, you can ask Ray God.
Old footage from the fight scenes where the characters are in full costume. So if you've ever seen an
Gia was
episode
there.
of Power Rangers Megaforce, it's possible that you've seen Yasutomo performing in one of the Rangers' suits. Although there's no proof
Oh, he
that
was there.
Yasutomo was ever specifically a Green Ranger. That part's actually an urban legend perpetuated by this specific meme that's been shared.
Oh, he knows it. I remember when that was posted and everyone was freaking out and they had to issue a statement. When it said, it was literally saying that he was the Green Ranger and everyone thought it was Bry, his actor, when it really wasn't.
Over and over again.
He knows
by people
ball.
on
He does
Facebook.
research.
This meme talks about the 43 burglaries, and it shows the original Green Ranger next to a picture of Yasutomo's face. So for years, people believed that the Green Ranger actor
I loved Samurai
was out
watching
here
it
robbing
growing up.
people.
I also loved it. That was my first.
Until I
Iconic.
came along and made this video and debunked it. Anyway, back to Yasutomo.
Oh,
Around
W.
8 months go by, and it's now 2014. And
Should I say it? Hawk Achilles did it first. Anyways, the goat Maya Memori didn't get this much attention, but some fake news did. Yeah. I guess this might not reach his radar because she's fully Super Sentai. He was a bridge. He was a Sentai suit actor and Power Rangers.
Yasutomo is still out here Spider-Manning his way
Hockey
into houses
docky.
in the
Gotta
area.
give it the
Then, one day, police, I
Sorry.
assume, get another call about
to it.
yet another break-in, and they go investigate. But this time, they find a set of footprints at the scene of the crime. And they're able to trace these footprints back to the local park. The same park that Yasutomo works out at. So they search the park, and eventually they find some items that Yasutomo had stolen from some of the houses.
This is
so
not
now
the way I
they know
expected
that
him
their
to be found.
suspect spends time at this park. And I guess they scope out the place, and one day they see a guy there, Yasutomo,
was born in
doing his
08.
training
Bro, you're a
exercises.
kid.
And they're like, hey, I bet that's
Almost
the
7.
Spider-Man thief. And they approach him, and they're able to match his footprints to the footprints that they found at one of the crime scenes. And so,
kinda
bam, they arrest him. And I don't have a
anticlimactic.
mugshot, but here is
Bam.
a picture of Yasutomo in real life.
There he
And
is.
so ultimately, he confesses to all 43 burglaries, and he gets sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Just 5 years for all of that is crazy. But let me know what you guys think of the Green Ranger being a burglar. Okay. What's your favorite Ultraman? I don't know. Ultraman. I would say so far Teal. Teal has the best premiere to me so far. But Arc is the only one I made the most progress with. But it was also my first, so I purposely tried to give it more of a shot. I made it to like episode 7, but Zed, I saw Zed for 2 episodes. It has the best opening. Go show what I could say. Yeah, it is, but I'm also a big Ultra LARPer. I don't really watch Ultraman. Want to see more of the Red Tail. He looked interesting. It looks like we might get flashbacks. Maybe, maybe not. Lupin Green. Interesting. 5 years, Loki worth it. 5 years, light. I don't know. I really thought he would get more for 43 burglaries. Alright, guys. I might cut stream early soon, but we gotta cover this for sure. It's a longer one. AI Power Rangers needs to be stopped by my goat, the absolute legend, Filmform Studios. Shout out Nate.
AI Power Rangers.
I like Kamen Rider the best. Same. Mate Barry ripoff? No. I don't really know Mate Barry, but Nate is my goat. And he's pretty cool. I also do some work for him sometimes. Unbiased.
Needs to be stopped. I honestly thought AI Power Rangers needs to be stopped. I honestly thought I'd never make another video on this disease in the Power Rangers fandom. I covered the Ninja Kid slop last year, and I was like, that's it. I'm not giving AI a platform
I
again.
remember that
However,
saga.
It was brought to my attention that due to the nature of my channel, I am in the position where I can potentially educate or at least prevent some people from adding to
cheating on
already
her.
fire. Because generative AI content
And
is
what?
spreading across social media feeds at an exponential rate, and if
Bro, these are so annoying. The amount of Power Rangers AI stuff that we see. Like, the type of shorts that someone like I would do or Nate would do being replicated. Some of them literally take our videos and repost them. My videos, Nate's videos, Hawk's videos. A ton of videos, repost them. Or sometimes they literally AI us. Or take us out. But keep our voices. Some crazy stuff. They just spam a ton of slop. And then while you're scrolling shorts or something or watching videos, you might see those ones with the before and after. The cast 20 years later. All of that. It's odd. Ultraman AI slop is way worse. I haven't really seen it.
If you're part of the Power Rangers fandom, you see this stuff daily. It started a few years ago where we would just see
And it gets me because the suits are never right. And the actors are never right. It's so odd.
still images of things that kind of looked like Power Rangers, but very quickly escalated to photos and videos. of what
Naruto
many
was
people
wrong,
could
AI
believe
buns.
to be feasible, real Power Rangers content.
Yeah,
I was in a
screw
group
you,
call with some
heathen!
friends last night when fellow creator Yugi Joe
If you
told us
Huma Gears, Yugi Joe, my Yugi Gold. I also edit for him.
about a website that is abusing Gen AI and allowing people to generate whatever the hell they want, and of course someone prompted a Power Rangers scene. I will not be naming this website. Nothing on the website belongs to the people who run.
Also, this AI stuff, as you guys are saying, it goes much further than the Power Rangers. Kamen Rider, Ultraman, Super Sentai. Like, the amount of AI stuff we got, especially when it comes to leaks. With all the Myth stuff, that's most recent. Even with the Maya Memori drama, it just gets crazy. Especially when you deal with serious stuff, like all the Maya drama.
The website, nothing on the website belongs to the contributors who add to the website. One person prompts it, the website generates it, but everything used in the final clip is reused or stolen from other forms of media. I mean, right now, in the big old year of 2026, there is AI generated content training itself and stealing from other AI generated content. Now, as I said, there is one video on this.
There's a big AI guy, well, two of them mainly. Next AI channel slop idea, AI Project Red. There was one of those. I think right before Gozuja ended, or right when Gavin started, there was a clip going around of Gozu Wolf fighting with Gavin Infinity. And to be fair, personally, I was bamboozled for a bit. Until someone actually told me. It was like, oh, okay, cool promotional fight scene or whatever. And it's just why? Why use AI for leaks? Why use AI to show different angles of suits? You're gonna get it anyways.
AI slop site that presents itself
I keep saying AI Sentai handoff to old Sentais. Yeah, it's just weird and unnecessary.
as a Power Rangers film. The synopsis is, in a post-apocalyptic city overrun by aliens, a group of wounded Power Rangers must protect a mystical katana, humanity's last hope, but after a brutal ambush leaves only the White Ranger alive, he must escape with the weapon and deliver it to the only warrior
Only the White Ranger? Are these guys ripping off Aaron Shonky? Are they ripping Legend of the White Dragon? Crap. My stuff is over here.
Before the enemy wipes out what remains of the world. The aliens in question are fucking predators.
Bruh!
The mystical katana is the
Random
sword,
predators!
You can't call it that because it changes its appearance in every damn shot. And of course the warrior, who's apparently the only one who can wield.
Yeah, that's also something. The AI is not consistent. Racist Rangers, only white survives. Gozuja uses AI. Yeah. And it was really, really blatant when they did. And I don't even think they hit it. But I also know in Japan, they have a very different relationship with it. They use AI for these kind of things way more. But I also found it funny Gozuja was using AI where the whole villain of the show was AI.
It is Jason being the only one that doesn't appear in this 2-minute film. In most
I wonder why. Maybe it's because he's a criminal.
of these types of cinematic AI generated videos these days, there are certain frames that you could freeze frame on, you could pause on, and you know, with the sort of casual viewer's glance, there is a chance that you could see this still frame and think it is from a real Power Rangers film. I personally believe they all look incredibly uncanny, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's because I'm so familiar with generative AI in this form. I've seen a lot of it. You can usually tell. That's
These
me
suits
really
suck.
giving the benefit of the doubt. What then happens in motion is always the most unappealing stuff to look at, with different elements shifting and morphing into something else. Motion blur is
what
also
is
something
that?
that Gen AI just can't do. With any screenshot of somebody in motion, looking like the POV of somebody who's just hit their funny bone on the side of the door. To go with that, most of the
That
shots in any
hurts.
of these videos are just the Rangers
Literally
running,
right
because for
before
some
this, I
reason,
hit it
that's
on
what
my
Gen
desk.
AI does at its best,
That
I
was
suppose,
horrible.
just people running across frame. And any action doesn't last longer than 2 to 3 seconds, which you will notice a lot in these types of AI films. Shots not lasting more than 2 to 3 seconds, just because that's, I guess, what most AI softwares can run is just these 2-3 second clips. There are multiple cases where items change from shot to shot, like the power sword, the team's belt buckles, and mainly the emblem on Tommy's shield. It's literally not the same between any 2 shots. I've also pixelated any faces that appear in this, because I'm almost sure that they're the faces of the person who prompted this, or somebody they know. Self-inserts are a huge factor to AI, which is why a bunch of governments around the world are scrambling to sort of create new
see,
laws in a
that's
hurry,
cool,
because
at
people are
least.
creating indecent images
We can
of
protect
real
the
people.
identities
Speaking
of the
both
AI
faces
Rangers.
and inconsistency, Billy loses his mouthpiece for a shot. That is,
You,
know, the classic thing that
oh
Billy
no,
always did
that
in
that oh. Oh, that was disgusting. Just the mouth speaking with the rest of the suit on. No, don't do it again.
What's he like? And what's kind of funny is
The logo turned into Arab words. Rudder man Billy. The forsaken cabin rider Billy Batson. Oh, Cranston. Also, do you guys know about commentary? Look it up. Awesome movie. Awesome movie.
comments underneath this post is people saying, oh wow, this is amazing, and then instantly trying to plug something they generated on the same website. Remember back in the day when there were bots and they'd come in your comments and they'd spam some stuff? You might be saying, we still have those now. Yeah, we do, and they're real human beings at this point. It also seems that the website runs contests on who can make the best short film, and then the winner gets points that they can then put back into the website. Of course, this specific AI generated video that I've been showing is just one of, I'm sure, many on this website, but it's the only one that was the most unapologetically a Power Rangers fan film. Everything else I've seen is given a different name.
What do you guys know about Kamen Teacher? Oh, hey, you back up.
They've tried to hide it. I mean,
welcome
it's
back.
obvious, but they tried to hide
Okay,
it.
AI
YouTube
Ranger
is
just
also rampant
flipping
with
me
it,
off.
though, doing more of the same, where still images may be convincing enough, but ultimately is a series of 3-second shots pushing in and panning around the characters as they make the most of.
And that's why, like, especially here with these examples, these are blatant AI, and it's just horrible. But then when you get some good ones, like the AI Ninja Kids trailer that they did, a ton of it was really, really hard for me. Like, at first glance, I thought it was okay until I saw all the AI backlash, and I really combed through it. I just couldn't tell. My radar sucks.
Awkward faces. And the comments on these videos are completely brain dead as well. Having people start sentences with, I know it's AI, however, and then end it with fantastic work. If you know well enough
Your
to
Wi-Fi
start
is
the
worse
sentence
than
with,
Hawk's.
I know it's AI, but you
No.
know that it's wrong. You know that you shouldn't be thinking it's
Hopefully,
good.
he
You know,
abandoned us.
Oh, it blows my mind. Just pausing the video to say thank you to the legends that are the
Yep, shout out legends.
when I was a kid. Obviously, the inspiration came from the things
Look up Galactic Beast Pentaforce.
we were parodying, like
Okay,
Power Rangers
remind me.
and Spider-Man. But what enabled me, what told me, oh, I can do this too, were the countless hours other creatives put into their fan films out of nothing but love for the game. Fan films like Spider-Man Lost Cause, and skits from Chris Cantataforce before
Oh, I love Chris Cantataforce. Growing up, he was my main Power Rangers creator that I would watch. Him and Este, but mainly him. It used to be so interesting when he would also just get a ton of people. Then eventually he got actual actors to be in stuff. So cool. Perfect.
He surrendered to the AI engagement bit in himself. That's maybe one of the biggest.
Oh no, bro. He fell for it. He fell for it.
Tragedies in all of this. Kids will grow up being told that they don't need to be creative and they don't need to learn new skills because AI will just do it for them. I remember a time where Power Rangers fan films were heavily praised by the community. Zordon of Eltar, whilst the VFX perhaps don't hold up in 2026, was groundbreaking in 2015 considering the team behind it only had costumes and a green screen. Power Rangers Unworthy is out there creating a whole universe of characters with their mainline series, but also spin-offs like Psycho Menace and Ninja's Oath. Even going back 10 years ago now, Power Rangers Ninja Kids was a great example on how aspiring filmmakers...
Like, I loved the Ninja Kids growing up. Their Power Rangers series, I remember waking up every day so excited for a new episode. Or to just rewatch past episodes they did. That's why I was even more hyped for this project they had, and now it's just dead. And Worthy hasn't posted in like 2 years. Hopefully they're cooking up something really, really big.
Because with a passion for telling stories could build an entire empire, but then I don't know, money and fame and whatever else leads you down the AI path, it seems. And yes, before anybody comments on it, I know it's been a while since I talked about the Ninja Kids thing. I saw that the guy said it was apparently just previs and was never meant to exist. There was actors backing it beforehand and defending the AI before we came out and said that. Plus,
yeah,
the
in our
damages
comment
of
section,
generative AI were already done at that point anyway.
they were literally in our comment
was going out
section.
into the world. This isn't just an issue in the creative arts, this is genuinely a global problem. The amount of energy it takes for AIs like ChatGPT and Sora AI to generate images and videos is insane. You're not just generating whimsical videos on your device, they're coming from AI data centers that waste water to cool their servers. Meanwhile, over 700 million people on the planet don't even have access to clean water. Not to mention the increased carbon emissions. It's day by day combating everything we do to try and protect the planet as it is for nothing,
the environment.
literally nothing. Because another problem is that people constantly confuse general artificial intelligence with generative artificial intelligence. Certain forms of AI can be used to assist things like medical research and security within places like airports and entertainment venues, which is why if we are going to be taking these risks, they should be studied closely so they can provide toward the greater good, rather than actively damaging the environment to make uninspired, unoriginal, and unethical content that only exists so that people can get attention from other people online whilst having to do none of the work. I have no doubt that this video will attract people who will kick off in the comments. Please, I invite you. It is what it is. You might get a response from me. I don't really care. But if you're in the creative industries,
the mini force guy,
when I say the learning element is genuinely the best part of it. I'm not where I am now, just in my life, not even in YouTube or in my fucking outside film career or nothing like that, because I was like, I want somebody else to do it for me. You gotta get involved. You gotta learn. It's the fun part. It's what makes you...
True. That's one thing. I started this channel on a whim. Just, and growing up, I wanted to be a Fortnite YouTuber, maybe. The next clicks. Then eventually I wanted to be like Achilles after he reintroduced me to Tokusatsu. And even people like Nate inspired me with shorts to keep posting. And just the more you do it, the further you go, the more you grow. And now I have people here to chat with on a random Wednesday night. Completely unannounced.
Better person. Hello, I'm editing this video right now, but I've just remembered one of the things that I wanted to say, which was the fact that people say, oh, well, Hasbro isn't giving us Power Rangers content right now, and, like, this is cool proof of concept, and this is cool, like, what-ifs and stuff, and I admit that seeing, like, Power Rangers, like, all battle damaged, and seeing, like, these different shots of, like, what could be, cool. They're cool to see, they're cool.
Yeah, that's one thing, because, like, some of the shots and stuff they had in the Ninja Kids trailer, for example, let's keep going back to that. It was cool. It was interesting. But some of them looked horribly. and then they ended up canning the whole project. It would be good if they just still gave it a shot, removing the AI aspects that got them hate and everything. But then I think they had rights issues or something.
What ifs, as I've stated,
Didn't
in this
have the
video,
right permissions.
how unethical it is, how insanely stupid it is for it to take as much processing power and be taking as much water and doing all of this
Chat,
stuff
do you guys
for
think
as
that we
minuscule of
should get a
project as it
full
is.
reboot
That
of the
is just
Ninja
not an
Kids?
excuse. I too want to see
Power
more
Rangers
Power Rangers
without
stuff that
AI?
is official. I'd love more shows. I'd love more movies. I'd love comic books. I'd love animated shows a lot. This isn't the way to do it. It isn't. It isn't.
I interacted with a creator the other day who made a cartoon into a live-action movie poster, utilizing his skills in Photoshop to do so. However, he used AI-generated images of the animated characters brought to life. He didn't generate them himself, and in fact he's made videos on his channel creating real-life characters purely with his skill in Photoshop. He said in the video that the AI images he found were better than anything he could make, and when I called him out and said he's too talented to be doing this, he said he didn't feel his video warranted the time and effort when the AI images already existed. And that is actually fucking heartbreaking. Time and effort.
Some sci-fi monsters
is how
used
you
AI
live.
for inspiration. The Rainbow one from Dawn Brothers. I think some of them might have been fused with AI in Gozuger also.
Is how you grow, and ultimately it is how you achieve. If there are any of you watching this video right now and you have any form of passion for the creative arts, please do not surrender to the AI pandemic. You are worth so much more and your talent deserves to be seen. And I mean, it's also all the damn same. Nothing AI does is original. Just this week I saw this post about a small business in
These posters are so annoying. They're all the same. And they're all ugly. They suck. I might not be the best at Photoshop, might not be the best editor, but I think I can do better. And I am happier with it if I put it together. Even some of my thumbnails that I literally go in Photoshop, I fine tune it. Sometimes I go overboard. Sometimes I mess it up. People say I used AI for it. And it was crazy because I spent like an hour messing around with it. I had to send some people my literal PSD files. And it's crazy the level it got to because people just have all these doubts now.
using ChatGPT to make flyers and promotional imagery, and nothing stands out. So if you are against the use of generative AI, I urge you to call it out when you see it. If your favorite actors or your favorite just people in your family are using it, let them know why it's an issue. Ultimately, you can't force them to change, you can't force them to stop doing it, but just let them know why it's an issue. They need to do better, and so do we. Thanks for watching. Sorry if it was a bit more of a negative one, but sometimes...
Okay, thank you, Ned. You guys should definitely check out Filmform Studios for all things Power Rangers or Mini-Force, or even, I think, Ninja Turtles. A really good creator, a good friend. Well, not so good, but he's cool. We know each other. Shout out Nate. But let's not end this on a bad note. Let's talk about some projects from Power Rangers that you guys would want to see. I think a ton of people should check out. They say AI would be good for bringing back Sentai seasons that weren't adapted into Power Rangers. But there are people like Zenith Films Media bringing them back. They're now starting up a cast for a Q Ranger adaptation. I think Power Rangers Cosmos. Yep. They did Real Riders adapting Q Ranger. I mean, Tokuger. And now they're airing Beast Hunters adapting Zoolger. And they do a pretty good job. So if you guys are interested, just check it out. Do not give in to the AI crap. And also watch my videos.
I asked you...
Alrighty. Okay, one last video before I go. One more. There was controversy about Zets using it. Oh yeah, and the first teaser trailer, I believe, when he was in all those different environments that weren't ever reused or anything. Yeah, I remember that one. And it was from like one of the first things we were shown about Zets. Anyways, the last video that we're checking out for the night is what makes a good Red Ranger. And did Tyler check all the boxes from Brennan Meija, the Red Ranger from Power Rangers Dino Charge and Power Rangers Dino Supercharge? Let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel.
No,
Brennan
second and
Meija
last
here,
thing.
the Red Ranger from Power Rangers Dino
Second last thing, I have one more trailer for us to look at. Legend of the White Dragon. I'll share my thoughts on it.
Charge, and today's video is going to be about what makes a good Red Ranger. Knowing that Disney Plus is getting ready to create, release, start filming, whatever they're doing with their own Power Rangers.
Yeah, Brennan. About that, some credible sources recently have been coming forward saying that apparently the Disney Plus reboot was cancelled, or the production is fully paused.
I thought I would share my own thoughts on the qualities every Red Ranger should have. Let's get into it. All right, not that Disney Plus is going to listen to anything I say necessarily,
Mecha
but there are
Missionary.
certain things that every Red Ranger tends to have more or less, and it's not only the Red Ranger that has these qualities, but the Red Ranger typically always has these qualities though. First and foremost, the Red Ranger must, in my opinion, put others before themselves. So Power Rangers, more often than not, I know Time Force has
I think, yeah, Tyler was pretty good with that. He usually tried to defend people. Even in the first episode, when he got his Energem, he was trying to defend Shelby from the monster. And then eventually they both got frozen together, but the Dino Gem activated. Yeah, you know how the story goes. But Jaden, I think, was pretty good. He would go out on his own and try his best to take down the Nylok because he didn't want to endanger anyone else, including his teammates. Then Andros is also another one. And of course, Tommy the Goat. Just a few examples of good Red Rangers. Like some like, I don't know, TJ?
kind of like Jen technically being the leader, and she's not Red, but
yeah, she
if
is
you
the
put
leader.
her in the Red, even Wes, who becomes, well, who is Red, you have to put others before yourself at some point. Maybe not in the beginning of the story,
Casey
but
the
ultimately,
Goat.
you have to be sacrificial, selfless, and you have to lead from
My
behind.
little
What I mean by
tiger
that
cub.
is a good leader is not someone who's like, yo, I'm the leader, you guys do all the work. A leader is the person who
Iconic
shows
scene.
up first and is last to leave because they are doing the most to support the team. So to me, a leader needs to be able to put themselves out of the equation of what's best
Arctic,
for them.
I
and make
will
what's
look
best
at
for the
it
team.
after.
Tyler did this a
Don't
couple
worry.
different times on Dino Charge. He was on his ship or on Sledge's ship that was gonna crash when he took the Energem out, and he was ready to like go down with it, and then like Ivan came and rescued him. Another quality that a Red Ranger needs is to trust their teammates. So no
You
one
see, this is where people like the ones I mentioned before come in. Like Jaden, he didn't really have much trust in his teammates. Most of them. Andros, I guess he had some trust, but he was also a loner. Like, trust no one. Hello, Nanners. What's up? Who's good at this? Trusting their teammates fully. I don't know. Let's see who he gives. And yeah, I think Tyler is a really good example.
do it by themselves. You always need other people in your corner. There's only so much we can accomplish individually.
Yeah, I'm
And
not,
so
especially
knowing
since
that
you're here.
You have to be
Make
able
everything
to
better.
draw on the strengths of others, and knowing that you are not the best at everything. A lot of times in Power Rangers, they make the Red Ranger jack of all trades. You can see this pretty well actually in Dino Charge, where we have like Shelby, our Pink Ranger, who's really good at kicks, and then you have Coda, who's strong, our Blue Ranger, and then we have Riley, who's our swordsman. We have Miss Morgan Kendall, our Purple Ranger, who's the brain, as well as our Green Ranger is also brainy, but in different ways. But then you have Tyler, who is like, he can fight, he can think, but he's not like a scientist, but he's well-rounded. Even his battleizer as the
He was
Dino
more
Supercharged mode or Carnival mode
well-rounded.
in Kyoryuger, which I like the name better.
One of the most
because I like
well-rounded
circus stuff. Go figure.
Rangers.
He becomes like, he literally borrows powers from his teammates to be more efficient and a better fighter overall. So to me,
He's just the GOAT,
knowing
though.
how to
I love
wield
Tyler.
the strength of your team
And I love Brennan.
and working together definitely makes a difference. So a third thing, like I mentioned, is not just knowing when to use someone else's abilities to get out of certain situations, but knowing how to basically draw those abilities out of your teammates. So being able to like cheer someone up on your team, being there for them, not just physically, but emotionally, and helping them work through things.
Being there for them physically and emotionally, and then you just show Jason and Billy, but then they go off screen, and he's like, "Why are you gay?" Ew. What are you? But who fits in this category the best? I don't know.
So they
I'm
can be
blanking
the
on a
best
lot of
version
these. Well,
themselves.
Jack, perfect example. He knew Sky was ready to step up, and he needed this moment, especially avenging his dad and everything. And he gave over his power to let Sky become the Red SPD Ranger.
Because again, a team
Good
is only as
examples.
strong as its weakest
W-
link.
edits.
So to me, those are some qualities Red Rangers definitely need. 4, Red Ranger should lead by example. So you can't just do as I say, not as I do kind of deal. So Red Ranger should walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
True, good
so
leader.
A lot of Red
My
Rangers.
favorite
hopefully
Red
pretty much all of
Ranger
them
is
should do
whoever.
this.
Yeah,
Again,
but
there's probably some Rangers.
yeah, I
in Power
definitely
Ranger
believe
history
you,
that
Baja.
have not had all of these qualities at any specific given time, but typically by the end of the season, they have matured
Spirit
to the
of
point where
race.
they embody like a true leader more often.
Casey
than not.
was
And now,
perfect.
if there are others that
You see
aren't
him
this
just
way,
grow and
comment below
progress
because
as
I
the show
cannot
goes.
recall literally every Red Ranger in my brain all at once, and I'm curious who doesn't fit this mold. And I also want to know what you guys think makes a Red Ranger. And Red Ranger typically being the leader, I'm assuming Disney Plus is going to do the same thing with Red being the leader.
Yeah, but
And
Disney
if they
Plus
don't
was
do
also
that, then
supposed to
all right,
be
well, shoot, do whatever you
female,
want then.
which
But
would have been
assuming
different.
Red means leader, these are qualities that I'm giving that I say for Red Ranger, but I also mean for the leader Ranger, whoever that is, whatever color they are. Steven, do you have anything to add to that?
I really like your first quality you mentioned, and you kind of brought up Wes from Time Force, putting others
Steven?
before themselves. What he absolutely does that, even though it's questionable. Is he the leader? Is Jen the leader? That finale, you guys have to survive. You go to
I
the
have
future. I'm
only
gonna stay
watched
behind.
OG
That's,
Power
putting
Rangers.
others before yourself.
And he
Disappointment.
matured because Wes
Disappointed.
was kind of like this rich kid who didn't really have a lot of like responsibility, and he kind of was just carefree, and then he gained responsibility, maturity as the season
Man,
went
it's
on.
I wanna say
Momotaro.
Jack from SPD might not have at
I love
first, but
Taro.
he has an arc. By the end, he is.
Yeah, but he wasn't trying to be a ranger, right?
Right,
Yeah.
he
I was
kind of
too old to watch it.
essentially to get out of I think jail time.
Sure, you
honestly,
were
was
honors.
offered, or you could just lead this team.
Yeah.
So he has to kind of
You're never
figure
too
out
old.
how to meld with everybody else.
100%. Like in Mystic Force, their Red Ranger was kind of like selfish in the beginning, right? Like the
Yeah,
bad
he's
boy.
the outsider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had to learn to let other
You're
people. and
gay,
he did.
Nick.
By the end, he did embody those qualities.
Until the literal end. Because let's not forget, in the penultimate episode, we just watched it with Hawk. Bruh, he literally gave up in this very same cave right before this scene. Nick, you're gay, Nick. You get it, Goober? I was 13 when it came out. My baby brother watched it. And I watched it because Tommy was hot. Okay, you do you, Nanners.
But they gave him an arc, because if you're just like a perfect person immediately, typically that's kind of boring on screen, because then there's no conflict, emotionally between people.
Maybe the Disney Plus show comes out and the Red Ranger doesn't have these qualities. But if that's episode 1,
Tommy from Zeo?
Let's see where the
Valid.
story arc takes us.
Tommy's
And maybe
just
that
the
Ranger
goal.
will, embody everything by the end, or the middle, and then start teaching it to the other.
For
let's
me,
see
it's
where the story
between
goes. If it's
Jaden,
done well, where all the
Connor,
better for it.
and
I'm
Tyler.
always down for there to be a journey of growth. And depending on the season of Power Rangers, different Red Rangers were like trained to be the Red Ranger, like Jaden in Samurai, like he was trained to be a warrior, like he was in it from the beginning. But then you have others who were like trained fighters, like Jason,
my glorious king.
But he wasn't specifically training to be a Power Ranger, which he didn't even know what that was until he became one, right? And then he like embodied what it needed already, so maybe that's why Zordon gave him red, because he saw that quality in him. Otherwise, he was just a teenager with attitude, which apparently is all you need to be a Mighty Morphin Ranger. But then you have people like Tyler, who put himself in harm's way to protect Shelby in the forest, and he didn't know who she was.
I love Kyrie.
He was out looking for his dad near Samson Caves. But again, he wasn't training specifically to be a Power Ranger. He just happened to be in a place, he happened to bond to an Energem, which enabled him to protect a stranger who ultimately became his love interest later on. All right, well, let us know your thoughts, what a Red Ranger / leader of a Power Ranger team should have qualities. I named more qualities that were like emotional.
Answer it, chat.
And, like,
What is
mental versus
one
physical.
trait,
I also think
one
they should
quality that
physically
a Red
know how
Ranger
to, like,
must have
fight, because Power Rangers
to be considered a
obviously
GOAT?
is a lot of martial arts and fighting. Whether the individual character has trained on screen, because like this is the thing, Tyler Navarro and Dino Charge, they don't really talk about his backstory of why he knows how to fight. He just morphs and can fight. But I wrote backstory for him that he used to go to martial arts with his dad, and then when his dad went missing.
This is cool. You see, this is some stuff that you only get when you watch a video from the actual actor. He did martial arts back in the day with his dad. So I guess he must be really, really young, because it was before the dad went out to get the milk, to skedaddle.
He kept up on his martial arts as a way to keep him connected to his dad. But that's not on the show. They never showed it, but that's what I wrote as to why
Good canon.
he could fight. And then obviously you
Honestly,
have people, again,
better
coming back to
writing
Mighty
than
Morphin.
Gavin.
Jason knows how to fight because he was a martial artist, then became a Power Ranger. Therefore, it makes sense he can fight. So I think whoever the Red Ranger is, or leader, should know how to fight, because Power Rangers throw down with bad guys. That's kind of like a big part of the show. So yeah. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think a leader / Red Ranger should have, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you, Brennan. Anyways, that's what a Power Ranger needs to have. And the ultimate question that he asked was, did Tyler check all the boxes? I'm pretty sure he did. Would rather rewatch Gozuger than finish Gavin. I would watch Gozuger 5 times. I almost did watch it another time before I got around to finishing off Gavin. That's just it. Gavin Infinity. The fights are great, but everything else just sucks. The only episodes I find myself making it through are the Luminous episodes. And it's not even because of the show, it's just because of who Kiki and Koto are. Anyways, we got one last thing to cover. Let me pull it up real quick. I forgot you dropped Gavin. Yep. I started to pick back up last week. I think I'm about episode 10 or 11 now. We need more Gold Adam streams. I'll try. I only watched Gavin Infinity to get to see my boy Amigo. Yeah, like the stream. Listen to Nanners. You see? W Nanners. I didn't even say that yet. What am I doing? L streamer. Yeah. Amigo is good. One thing, I find the side stories in Gavin more interesting than the whole plot in the show, which I guess is really bad. We have Hawk Kelly's at home. No, I don't want to be Hawk. Hawk sucks. Boo. Yeah, all the wall bagging. Yeah, you're right, Nanners. TTFC usually does really, really good stuff between the Agent Minami special, which is really, really good, and then the... Is this the side work? The side job? I forget the name of this special. The 0.5 episodes for Gavin. It is also interesting. Yes, I am LARP Killies. Yeah, that was also good. I remember there was an episode when Polar literally did the Henshin for Gav Blizzard Sorbet. It was funny. Anyways, last topic. If you guys don't know, Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin, the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin, the Red Turbo Ranger, the Red Zeo Ranger, the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. He died. He passed away. But before he passed away, he was working on a film, a fan film called Legend of the White Dragon with Aaron Shonky. There was a ton of drama with people backing it on GoFundMe. I think $700,000 was raised, but people didn't get benefits or anything. No updates. Anyways, after I think 6 years, we finally have progress. We have a trailer, but sadly, a ton of JDF stuff was cut out and edited out and re-edited because they changed the show after, well, the film, the movie, after he died, which is very sad. But hopefully it's still enjoyable. It will be premiering in different theaters worldwide on Power Ranger Day. So if it's going to a theater near you, check it out if you want. Same time as PMC. But let's check out the trailer. Hi, Adam. Hello, Abraham Christopher.
The city needs the White Dragon back.
There he is. Oh yeah, and my goat, Ciara Hara, is in this. And John Diggle from Flash and Arrow.
The city needs the White Dragon back.
The city needs the White Dragon, and it's JDF. He has a ton of tattoos. Shootout, action, beat him up, kick.
The prophecy tells of a duel between the two dragons of a shared
monk.
crystal. One.
The helmet looks pretty cool, I will say. It's pretty interesting. No. The shape gets a little weird sometimes depending on the shot. It looks a bit odd.
One, the white dragon. And the other, a dark
And the
dragon
effects
fueled by a
are
fiery
horrible.
wave.
Then this is Aaron Shonky, if you guys don't know. This guy kinda sucks. Anyways, but here he is, attempting to cosplay Keanu Reeves.
Dragon fueled by a fiery rage.
And he is the Black Dragon, I believe. Yeah, it comes out on Power Rangers Day.
The prophecy calls this entity Dragon Prime.
Dragon Prime.
Who the hell are you? The one with the power to give
This guy in the mask, he is the main villain.
you what you desire.
Needleless Vile.
This city will.
He looks like... I can't remember his name. From Fortnite. season 4. No, not 4. Season 5.
Not rest
Drift.
until Eric Reed is held accountable.
Niggle!
The world never needed the White Dragon.
Jason Thorne.
We can't do this without you.
Family.
You wanna pick your color?
The bootleg Mandalorian suits. John Wick, the Black Dragon. Of course he picks green. No reason. So random.
I have to let it go.
Eric, let's go!
For us. For the world. For your family.
Doesn't look so... JDF doesn't really do that bad of a job here. I don't know. We haven't really seen much, and based on what I saw and heard from credible people that I know, this is like the best parts of the movie that they condensed down, and apparently it's not gonna be as good as they're showing. But hopefully it is. We have hope. We can hope. Where's my White Dragon and Fortnite collab? Not happening. Sorry to say it, not happening. But you have the White Ranger and Green Ranger. You know what? Would it be cool to come to Fortnite? Lord Dragon. He would be awesome.
The spirit to fight is still strong within you.
Boom.
You can't stop me. Let's find out.
Energy swords. Effects. Apparently, these sound effects, these here that are kicking in, aren't even like things that they recorded for this. Aaron Shonky went afterwards and edited these in from past films, productions that they did with JDF. It isn't even new. The jam. Legends never die. Legend of the White Dragon. This part is cool. Best part of the whole trailer. Anyways, I actually was talking with Henry Resilient about this. So for the video, I'll insert that clip right here. But for now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe. Let me know if you're going to watch Legends of the White Dragon in the theaters. If it's in a theater near you. Okay, last thing for the stream. This might be better than Goes User. You wish. Based on what I hear, you really wish. Everyone would wish. Galactic Beast Pentaforce. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Is this it? It looks interesting. That's like no, a more slimmed down version of Jack Revice. Olja colors. The way the body and the helmet looks, it's very Geats coded. Wizard coded. Shoulder coded. Slash coded. Saber coded. Dragon at night. Just random gun. Okay, I guess that's it. Looks pretty interesting. Anyways, that's it. I am a professional streamer now, guys. Fear me. Acknowledge me. Love me. Anyways.